Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the Muslim Converts channel. Our current series is an introduction of the fortunate followers of the al-Bayt, alayhim salam. This lesson will be a brief introduction to Fatima al-Zahra, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, wife of Imam Ali, and the person whom all other 11 Imams are descended from. In this lesson, we will talk about her background, her life struggles, and her important role in Islam. We will also list a few spiritual sayings from her. Allah intends only to remove from you the impurity of sin, O people of the Prophet's household, and to purify you with extensive purification. Chapter 33, verse 33 of the Holy Quran. The Prophet once said, the four greatest women in the universe are Mary, Asiya, Khadija, and Fatima. Fatima bint Muhammad bint means daughter of, or better known as Fatima al-Zahra, was born around 615 AD and died around the year 632 AD. She was the only living biological child of the Prophet who survived until adulthood. She was born from the Prophet's first wife Khadija. Fatima was also the wife of the first Imam, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. Fatima is important in Islam for many reasons. However, the most outstanding of these reasons is being the mother of all of the 11 Imams. In other words, all 11 Imams, starting from her own direct sons, Imam Hassan alayhi salam and Imam Hussein alayhi salam, are descendants of her. Without Fatima, Imama would have not continued in this world and would have ended with Imam Ali alayhi salam. Fatima alayhi salam is also a means through which some of the most important practices of Islam were conveyed to Muslims. For example, the tasbih of Fatima al-Zahra's glorification of God is a contemplative and meditative practice of recalling God through prayer beads. In almost of all of the ritual practices that Muslims have been recommended to do, the tasbih of Fatima is one of the most notorious and most widely practiced among Muslims today. So what is tasbih of Fatima? Well, it is very simple. After prayer, it is recommended to say Allahu Akbar 34 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, Subhanallah 33 times. The counting, depending on how fast one says the words, usually takes about a minute or two. The tasbih merits are many. According to our fifth Imam, Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam, it is said that one who recites tasbih as performed by Fatima al-Zahra, and after that asks for forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, she will be forgiven by Allah. This tasbih on the tongue, dhikr, is 100 times, but its weight on the scale of deeds is counted as 1,000 good deeds. It will distance shaitan from oneself and will make the beneficent Allah please. One of Fatima Zahra's main goals in life was to feed the poor. She would always forego herself and would remain hungry for long periods of time because she would give away everything she had to the poor. She would spend her whole day working to take care of her family until her hands would wear out. Despite the good she did for others, she was not treated well by Muslims. Her sole property called fadak, which her father had given her, was stolen from her by the ruling powers after the death of her father. Fatima's defense of her husband's right cost her her life. When the Prophet died, Imam Ali refused to swear the oath of allegiance to those who usurped his right to the Caliphate. The same group of people, as a response to his non-allegiance, invaded his home. Fatima defended her husband's right from behind the door, but her husband's enemies would have none of it and flung the door at Fatima, broke her rib, and caused her to miscarry her unborn son, Muhsin. Due to the injuries she sustained, Fatima passed away at the young age of 18. Yet, despite her death, her memory and teachings continue to inspire countless of Muslims today. Here are some of the examples of her teachings. Allah made prayer obligatory to people in order to eliminate the pride from their hearts. What is the fasting person doing with his fast if he is not guarding his tongue, hearing, sight, and limbs from sin? Allah has made injustice incumbent as a source of tranquility of the hearts. Allah has made the commanding of the good and the forbidding of evil for the amendment and correction of society and the common folks. Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, "On Friday night I saw my mother, Fatima, standing in her arch of prayer. She was continuously kneeling and performing prostration till the dawn broke. I would hear her pray for the faithful men and women, but she did not at all pray for herself. I said, 'O mother, why did you not pray for yourself like you prayed for others?' So she replied, 'O my son, first thy neighbor, then your own house.'" The Book of Allah is the guide of its followers towards the pleasure of Allah. Listening to it carefully leads to salvation. The online conspicuous evidences and proofs of Allah can be obtained through it. Until next time, thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.